Today I'm going to be reviewing this Trucozie air purifier. Now this is going to be their T356 model. This was recently sent to me by the brand. So I'm going to go and open this up, show you everything you're going to get inside. I'll give you the measurements on it, test it out, all those sorts of details. This is what it's going to look like. Now you can't see some things inside there, and that's because you do need to remove the plastic bag off of the filter before use. There we go. It wasn't put on. It wasn't there where you could read it. But you are going to need to make sure you remove the plastic bag before you use this. So you're going to take off this, and then this should come off once you take off the other side. This should easily pull right off. And then you're going to take the plastic bag off of your filter. So you can see here, this is going to be your filter, has that plastic bag on it. So make sure you remove that. Now it is important to note this is going to have two filters, one on each side, as it's going to actually pull the air from both sides. So since you have two filters, you're going to need to remove the plastic bag from both of them. Now before I go and test it out, I do want to give you the measurements. So this is going to be the height measurement, and we're going to be a hair over 15 inches tall. Width on this is going to be right at 11 or so, maybe 11 and a half, just because the edges are going to be rounded. And then depth on this is going to be about 6 inches or so across. So now let's go ahead and plug it in. Now when you plug it in for the first time, it is going to take it a second before you can do anything. Important to note. And then it's going to make a sound, and then it will come on to where you just have the red light on the power button. So I'm going to go ahead and push that. You can choose your fan speed here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, or 4. And to adjust that, I'm just going to push on that. And then that's going to be the highest speed there. Then I've got a lock, so I can lock all these. I can do an auto if I want to. So let's go ahead and go to auto. And essentially what the auto is going to do is it's going to adjust the fan speed based on how much junk or how particles or whatever you want to call it is in the air. Now it says a light reset, so let's go ahead and push that. So that's just going to turn off this light here on the front. So if you don't want that light to be on, maybe you're using this at night or something and that would annoy you, you can do that. Now it also is going to have a timer on here, so you can do a 1 hour, a 4 hour, or an 8 hour, or push it again and have it go off, so it's just going to run continuously. Now if this one on auto right now is virtually off, so essentially it's going to adjust it depending on what you want. Now if you don't want the auto, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this onto high. And you can hear it does put out a decent amount of noise. Now it's not over the top loud, but it definitely puts in a good amount of noise. The suction that's coming in from this side, you can feel the airflow, but it's not going to be like very, very much. Let me just kind of put a plastic bag against here to show you. So you can kind of see it's kind of sucking in the plastic bag a little bit. So it is getting that suction, but it's not a ton that is going to be on there. And then it's putting out a good amount of air here on top. So let me take that same plastic bag just to show you. And you can see it definitely is putting out a lot of air here on top. So sucking air from both of these sides, so from here and from there. So in that case, you might want to put it like sideways in a location like this, rather than putting it where the one side is going to be up against the wall. You can see here we have a dog, so we have a dog and cat. So having an air purifier like this is going to be a great option. I love the fact that it's going to suck in from both sides. That also means you're going to have twice as much in regards to filtering. So you've got one filter here and one filter here. So rather than just having one filter that you're going to have to clean more often, since you have two, then you should be able to suck a considerably larger amount of air. And also you're not going to get as much dust on each of them. Since it's not all going through one filter, since you have the two of them. So overall, definitely a really great option for you. Again, this is going to be from Trucozie.